to be very... Very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead change.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Now here's Ayton. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix with the ball. Booker, right side Crowder. Lock at 6.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And the 3 off target. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Booker against Edwards. Booker looking around. Ayton sets the pick for Booker to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Prince wide open. It's good from long range.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Now here's Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got his second basket of the night. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Prince dishes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Booker finds Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Paul surveying the floor. Back to Crowder. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker the pass to Crowder. Towns with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Prince with it. Bridges covering. Gobert dishes to Towns. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Crowder. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Edwards. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Ayton's got 6 points.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's Russell. And they call the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
And the wide open shot from Paul gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Towns. No points in the game yet for him. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Towns the screen. And it's Russell in the corner. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Ayton a screen on Russell. Paul goes in. The pass to Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. A crossover, and Crowder wins it in.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. Booker against Russell. Booker outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Also, they're getting to the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint. Something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Reed. McDaniels is out there with Anderson. And it's McLaughlin in at the one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shamet, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Johnson over to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 4. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Pass to Reed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Payne after the basket by Minnesota. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Now here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Saric offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Anderson the screen. To the paint. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Payne with it. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Sharch. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. They double him with Payne. The kick out to Anderson. That 3 off the mark. Suns leading by 4. Payne gets a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Noel. Payne covering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Now here's Payne. He has 7. He kicks it to Sharch. Can't get it to fall. Timberwolves trail by 4. Anderson right side. And a Shamet with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Lee dishes to Payne. And Johnson now top of the key. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Inside, here's Anderson. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Payne. Out to Sharch. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. And that one, good.
I think the offensive game of Sharch is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
And the pass to Reed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been all right, David, thank you.
22. The Timberwolves 18.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. They lead by 4. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Now, here is Russell, following the shot by Chris Paul. Edwards inside. He's guarded by Booker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Now here's Edwards. It's good. This game is all even. Edwards got 5.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Booker outside. And the Suns miss again.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Over to the left wing. Towns kicks to Prince. 5 to shoot to the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Passes to Ayton. And stolen by Prince. Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. It's Edwards on the wing. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Crowder a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Crowder. They need this. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 5. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. Chris Paul covering. Russell dishes to Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Three minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Paul outside. Up top, Crowder. Paul against Russell. And yes, it's good. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
1:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball against Russell. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Here's Ayton. It comes. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw no good for Ayton. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Outside Edwards. Kicks it to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Shot clock at 6. Crowder with the steal. Pushing it up. Russell against Paul. Outside Crowder. For the lead. Can't knock in the 3.
Prince takes a lot of pride in making it difficult.
It's all tied in Phoenix. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. And there it is for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They swipe it. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's McLaughlin. The feed to Anderson. Over Johnson. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anderson's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now here's Payne. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Out to the wing. Noel passes to Reed, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Charge has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. McLaughlin, and it's blocked. Now, here's Shannon. He's guarded closely. And he banks in the layup.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And the Suns with the completely new group on the floor. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. Now here's Booker. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Booker in the post.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gobert's got 10 points here in the second half. Against Russell. Ball passes to Crowder. Booker outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's Edwards on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oh, here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. Bridges passes to Paul. It's in!
Well, Paul's got him dropping right now, for sure.
Oh, here's Edwards. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! And the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Paul got it.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
Oh, here's Edwards. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Here's Bridges. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
sports. And we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Adams with a screen on Bridges. Here's Moran. Here's Adams. Ayton with the defensive effort.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Crowder with a screen. Paul passes to Crowder. Outside Booker. Ayton in the high post. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Here's Crowder. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Morant, no good. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And so he makes both from the line.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Morant to stop the run. The rebound by Devin Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Crowder a screen on Bain. Booker attacking. Crowder outside. Back to Booker. On the clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Pass to Ayton. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Crowder a screen on Bain. Booker the pass to Crowder. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Moran against Bridges. Moran into the lane. Banked it in off the glass.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Crowder a screen on Bain. Booker the pass to Crowder. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Crowder's got 6 points.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Now Morant. Adams, the pass to Morant. And here's Bain. Adams a screen. Three-pointer. Bain, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. And it's Ja Morant. with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in.
Grizzlies substitution.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Aldama from behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Booker. Ayton, the screen on Jackson. Booker, the pass to Ayton. 36 seconds left in the first. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep, Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Jackson, the screen. The 3 from Bane. The shot no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Suns on top, up by 16.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Game.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jackson, pass to Morant. Shoots over Bridges. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Crowder against Morant. And it's Crowder missing.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. From deep, Morant. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Morant. He's got 5. On the wing, Bane. The three ball. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams with the bucket inside.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Outside Johnson. Saric a screen. Johnson passes to Saric. Clock at 2. And that one no good to start off the night. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Jackson the screen. Payne the pass to Jackson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Payne against Moran. Outside Johnson. Doubled by Jackson. Back to Payne. Over Jackson. That one a little long.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Jackson the screen to the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Outside Payne. Pass to Saric. Back to Payne. Johnson a screen on Moran. The kick out to Johnson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
They grab their own miss. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
And Adams no good on that one. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together. This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Ball drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Ball's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
Timeout called, Memphis. A line change here for Memphis. For Memphis, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Paul against Jones. Here's Tillman. And another miss by Memphis.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Booker, tightly guarded.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Tillman with a screen to the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. It's good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And so that brings the...
Your Suns, 29. The Grizzlies, 18.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jay Crowder with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Green out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Jones' shot is good. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
One more time,
Outside Bain. Drives to the hoop. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Outside for Booker. Six on the shot clock. Oh, Adams with the block.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Adams a screen. Morant, the pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The ball handling of Chris Paul is unbelievable to watch. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Ayton with a screen. Crowder outside. Ayton inside. Pounded by Morant. With a 9-footer. Ayton, no good. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Paul against Bain. Paul passes to Crowder. Now Bridges. Back to Crowder. Pass to Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Memphis trailing here. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Bain, the pass to Morant. And an intentional foul right there.
DeAndre Ayton, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Bain. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton. And that's a double-double for him now.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Adams got 4 points in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Paul finds Bridges. From outside, off the mark. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Jackson with a screen on Booker. Morant, the pass to Adams. Booker against Morant. And Morant gets double-teamed. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. And it goes as the official calls the foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was
The previous play is under review.
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw's off from Ayton.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And he drops the first.
For the Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Suns leading. Paul with it. He's got 6. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one drops.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Adams with a screen on Bridges. Morant. He gets it up. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. The third quarter comes to a close.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. That's good from Ayton on the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 6th assist of the night. The Grizzlies shooting at about 44% so far. Morant against Bridges. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. 4 on the clock. The 3. Oh, Booker with a block. And Booker throws it down.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Adams, a pass to Jackson. Adams a screen. Lets it go from deep. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Here's Booker driving inside. Second chance effort. Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Adams with a screen on Bridges. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Bain against Paul. Crowder a screen on Adams. Back to Crowder. Unable to get that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Jackson the screen. Here's Morant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Ball against Bain. And Paul gets it to go.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Moran against Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Memphis ball.
Bridges against Moran. Pass to Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams with a screen on Booker. Memphis needs to get off a shot. It's an even 3-on-3 break. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Moran. Takes a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Outside Booker. Crowder a screen on Moran. Clock at 6. And Crowder the bucket on the assist from Booker. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Moran. Lays it up and banks it in.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Paul against Bain. Crowder with a screen. Up top, Paul. And another basket for Phoenix.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. And here's Paul. So the Suns win it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
scoring affair in this one. Dors, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Edwards. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. On the wing, Bane. Screen by Adams. Bane passes to Morant. 4 on the clock. And finished off by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. This one for 3. Gobert pulls it in. And Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Rudy Gobert is known as the stifled tower, and why not? He has always been such a strong anchor for his team on the defensive end of the floor.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Morant kicks to Bane. The three-pointer, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. And there's the feed to Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. And they take the lead. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new crew. 1:27 left in the first. Towns, the screen. Russell passes to Gobert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Jones. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Out left to the wing. Launches it. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards drives in. And the dunk by Towns.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
And Green gets it to go.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Tillman. And the shot no good. A bit short. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And here's Jones. To the inside. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Now Green defending. Noel passes to Reed. They double him with Green. Pass to Noel. Fires from deep. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis trailing here.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
He takes it in. The tray. It's tipped. And Memphis with another turnover here.
Perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
To the left side wing. Tillman. Minnesota with the rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Passes it to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conchar, the pass to Jones. And there's the pass to Tillman. They set the pick. The 3. Conchar, good. Konchar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Outside, Jones driving to the basket. And they pick up 2. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Jones drives in. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
So both teams making some changes here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it back. The kick out to Towns. There's Russell with the 3. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Morant against Edwards. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Jackson a screen on Edwards. It's Morant with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Gobert can't hit.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure that...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start.
24. The Grizzlies. 21.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Bain passes to Adams for 3. Bain, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Edwards kicks to Towns. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's Morant. He's got 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And he's good on the second. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Edwards with it. He's got 7. Going inside and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Pass to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He's off on the first.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. And it's Morant missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And here's Edwards from the arc, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. Pass to Bain. There's the 3. They grab their own miss. And Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped a pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they? Grant, Gobert with the block. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
1:31 left to play in the third. Passes it to Jackson. Morant outside. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Towns. The pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Bain against Russell. Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. Gobert with the block. Prince against Brooks. Prince kicks to Towns. Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. Banked in off the glass. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And creating a little separation here gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now Morant. He's got 17. Jackson a screen on Edwards. It's Morant with the drive.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain.
Well, you want to see some more ferocity on the defensive end from D'Angelo Russell. Right there, he proves what a force he can be.
And Edwards with the stop.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 21 in the game.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
And Edwards with the stop.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
It's Morant with the drive. Brooks outside. Morant right side. Adams sets the pick for Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Pass to Adams. Outside Jackson. Top of the key, Morant. Outside, Bain. Jackson a screen on Russell. Bain, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morant, Gobert with the block, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Morant with the steal. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Morant. Passes it to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Russell with the 3. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Towns. And Gobert kicks to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Look at that.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Jackson with the screen. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Morant. And here's Edwards. He kicks it to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
And Towns drops them both. And so here's Memphis. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Now here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Russell.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Russell. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It took Jay Crowder some time to get noticed as a young player. He wasn't widely recruited out of high school. He finally broke out in the last year of college.
Crowder took that big leap forward at Marquette. He was named the Big East Player of the Year, Richard.
Yeah, and even with that recognition, he didn't go into the second round of the 2012 draft. But it didn't take long to see that he was a well-suited player for this league.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Russell. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Edwards with it. Down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
They're so talented. There's very little Russell can't do It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Edwards against Bridges. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Edwards. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Booker against Edwards. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Counted. Edwards has got 8.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. And here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Outside Booker. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Suns now. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. And the first one at the line is good. Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skill. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Anderson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Payne. And the layup falls.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's McLaughlin. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. For 3. And the Suns get another 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Inside. Here's Anderson. Second chance shot. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Payne pass to Saric. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Saric. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got his second basket on the night.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Payne. The kick out to Johnson. Hits a three-pointer. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. McLaughlin's shot is good.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
The Suns leading, and he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
2 minutes remaining in that. 2 minutes.
Now Paul. From deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Edwards against Bridges. Crowder with a steal. Here's the break. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Edwards against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Here's Edwards. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. Stolen by Ayton.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Outside Paul. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And now an 11-point Suns lead.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
To the inside. It's tipped. Looking to end the run. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And he recovers it. 6 to shoot. Back to Russell. Tries again. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's Booker on the wing. It could go.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last...
And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Now here's Towns. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot goes down. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite And with this,
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
people were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many,
The previous play is under
the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one falls for Gobert.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Ayton. Prince grabs the miss. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
He struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Picked by Gobert. Here's Russell. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Yeah, in the pick and roll, you have to account for Russell. He's looking to score.
Crowder with a screen. Booker on the take. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Edwards. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Paul. He's got 7. And the layup is good. Paul's got 9 points.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Edwards against Bridges. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Šarić. Here's Shamet, guarded by Edwards. Here's Payne. Russell with the rebound.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Free throw good, Edwards. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Payne, the pass to Šarić. Knocks down the long J. And the Suns lead by 9.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Shot is good by Edwards. He's got 16.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Pass to Šarić. Here's Shamet. Back to Šarić. Here's Johnson. Puts up a three. Sharic's shot is off. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Now Anderson. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Anderson can't get it to go. Right side Payne. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Phoenix. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Minnesota calls time here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He instructed his guys to buckle down, saying, quote, "It's do or die time. Let's stay focused and finish like it's a playoff game." We'll see if they can pull it off. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson and Sharic at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. Here's Shamet. Outside Johnson. Outside Payne. And there's the drive. Nice D from Anderson. The Timberwolves trail. On the wing, Noel. Johnson with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10.
Timberwolves foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the board.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert. And he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot. Another shot. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Crowder. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Ball against Russell. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Ayton, the screen on Russell. Ball passes to Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Crowder, pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Landale's checked in for the Suns. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns? And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Russell against Paul. Soft touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Suns have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Outside Paul. He connects!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Edwards. 30 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Outside Booker. Pass to Landale. Clock at 6. It's Bridges on the wing. Here he goes. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're down by 1. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That'll count if it goes. Oh! Gets the game winner to fall! Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to...
chance to lead the way for him.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center. Now here's Booker. Shot clock at 3. The drive by Paul, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. Pass to Tillman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Crowder, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Crowder, a screen on Morant. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Crowder. Kicks it to Ayton. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Morant passes to Jackson. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It can be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Crowder, a screen on Morant. Paul with the bucket.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Tillman. And the layup falls. Tillman's got his second bucket tonight.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Payton for 3.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Stolen. Jackson with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Payne for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's all knotted up.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Crowder, a screen on Bain. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Morant against Bridges. Bain passes to Morant. The pass to Tillman. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Tillman. A 3-ball. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Drives to the hoop. Outside Crowder. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And here's Booker from the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Jackson, a screen on Bridges to the left wing. Here's Tillman, cranes the three-pointer. Tillman's got his third bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
That's a 2 from Crowder. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tillman passes to Morant. Outside Jackson. Passes to Tillman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Booker with it.
Walking foul call. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Here's Aldama. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around and lots of hands.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Cameron Payne. Here's first personal foul. First team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Johnson with a screen on Jones. Now Payne. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Payne. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Payne dishes to Šarić. Payne passes to Šarić. No good that time. Adams, a nice D. Memphis leading by 5. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. There's the pick to the inside. Aldama passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Jones. Adams trying to free himself up. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 5. Now here's Payne. Now the pass to Johnson. Back to Payne. It's stolen by Adams. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Payne with it, working on Jones. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Jones drives in, makes it off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's the pick. Green against Lee. Here's Conchar. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Payne. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And it's good, 2 points.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Shamet kicks to Saric. Inside, picked off in midair. And now here comes Jones leading the break. 1:12 left now here in the second. Pass to Aldama. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Suns trail by 7. Johnson sets the screen for Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So for the Suns. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Tillman's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Booker inside. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the first half. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And here's Morant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with some nice defense. Booker inside, and the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as well.
The Suns, 23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Crowder with it. On the wing, Booker. Back to Crowder. Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around. That gives them the lead. And the Suns lead by 1.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Paul outside, just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Booker. And the wide open shot from Crowder misses the 3. Memphis with the ball. They lead by 1. Now Morant. Passes it to Tillman. Takes the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now, here's Payne. Pass to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Here's Tillman. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 4. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Payne against Booker. Ayton in the high post. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. They get it again. Ayton kicks to Bridges. No good on the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And again, Memphis no good. Suns trail by 3. Here's Booker. Tillman grabs the miss. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. There's the pass to Tillman. Morant looking around. Out to Brooks. Here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Here's Tillman. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Booker outside. Outside Crowder. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. Booker's got 9.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Morant against Bridges. Bridges with the steal. It's stolen. Passes it to Tillman. It's Morant in the corner. Trying to get something going. Knocked loose. Back to Payne. The three, 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the board. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Morant left side. Jackson down low. He's covered by Ayton. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Sun. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the dunk by Booker.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Payne kicks to Saric. No good from outside. Memphis trailing here. And an intentional foul right there. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Jackson a screen on Booker to the left side wing. Here's Tillman. Oh, good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Crowder a screen on Morant. Paul surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shot by Crowder, no good. Grizzlies shooting the ball at 42%. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Morant against Bridges. Pass to Brooks. Over to the left wing. Pocket 6. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. It's deflected. Ball passes to Booker. Morant outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Morant.
Ooh, okay.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Memphis.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls for him.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole. Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Morant passes to Jackson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. To the middle. And it's Ayton missing. Memphis leading. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Grant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Booker looking around. And Ayton throws it down.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Morant's against Bridges. Morant kicks to Brooks. It's to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Bridges with the steal. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Bain.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Ayton against Bain. Bridges misses.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that back.
And here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bridges. And again, Memphis no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Payne against Booker. Down low. Here's Ayton. Ooh, off wide.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Morant. Adams a screen. Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Goes back up. Now Towns. Clock at 4. Launches it. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
They get it again. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Knock. Down the triple.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
And Edwards, here we go. Ja Morant grabs a miss for Memphis. They've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Pass to Jackson. Edwards against Bain. Jack's up at 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The open shot by Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Morant with it. Going inside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Towns a screen on Morant. Here's Russell, and he makes it on the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Stolen by Russell. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Prince. No good from outside. Tipped away. Memphis trailing here. Adams, the pass to Morant. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4 on the clock. And they recover it. Back to Morant. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Edwards against Bain. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams. Throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Outside Edwards. Throws it up high. Can't finish the lob. Memphis has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Down low. Morant with the bucket. Give him 8.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 8 points. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's McDaniels. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And he buries his first look.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Memphis leading. And here's Jones, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota shooting efficiently, 50% so far.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
There's a screen. To the inside, Aldama. The shot, no good. Nice D from Anderson. Outside McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Sinks the tray. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Nails it from 3.
Green right back at you with that
3. Here's McLaughlin. Reed a screen on Jones. Outside Anderson. Here's Reed. It's not going to go for him. Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Green for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. To the paint. It's intercepted. Now Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Aldama. Shot is up. Anderson pulls it down.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Conchar. The 3. Not going to go that time. 1:05 left in the first half. Noel, no good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Conchar on the wing. Green. Here's the pick. With some arc. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 5 points.
Boy, Green's showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
34 seconds left in the second period. Reed with it. He's against Tillman. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Anderson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Tillman. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They now take the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Anderson for 3. He can't hit that time. And we're through the first half of... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Edwards with it. Towns a screen on Bain. Edwards for 3. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. The drive by Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here's the fast break. Here's Brooks. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. 14 points for him. Adams a screen. And so he draws the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was slow.
The previous play is under
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Reed's checked in for Gobert. And he knocks down the first one. And Morant drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Towns a screen on Morant. The three from Russell. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Morant with it. Russell covering.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Outside Morant to the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 8.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
The Grizzlies on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Prince.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What a punch that was.
bad intentions. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Edwards against Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Here's Edwards. Oh, nice. Big finish. Man.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Edwards. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Morant with the drive. Oh, he used that pick to get in close.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The free throw drops for Morant. 44 seconds left in the third. Edwards against Jackson. Over to the left wing. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Back to Prince. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. Fires from deep. Conchar pulls it in. Now Morant. 24 points for him. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Here's Morant. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis earning this break in the... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Conchar in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. And Minnesota calls time here. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Pass to Adams. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. Outside for Russell. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Left side Morant. On the wing, Conchar. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Towns passes to Gobert. Edwards against Bain. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Will it go? Yep, count it.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Conchar's got 6 here in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The drive by Morant. Outside Bain. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. There's Jackson with the three, and it's Gobert with a rebound. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Now here's Bane. Adams with a screen on Russell. The three from Bane. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Bane from outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
And here's Morant. From deep. No good. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operated